All right, just about set to go. And getting to start, Jack Flaherty. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Up and in, and here we go on Jackie Robinson Day.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
For a strike. And that skips into dirt. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Sheets in his 4th year, 28 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. Runner at first with no outs here.
Come on, Jack.
In the dirt, it gets to the backstop. Tatis into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Right side, and that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 1 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Manny Machado. And Manny gets a piece. One out and a runner at second. Flaherty checks the runner. Tatis dives back in. That just misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Man at second. That's off the mark. The count now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Here comes Tatis around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Put the ball in play and just hope it finds a hole.
One gone, runner at first. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Base. Next pitch just misses, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away now. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
That one fouled off. Machado stands at second with 2 gone. Next pitch is outside.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low. It's 2-2. Jose Iglesias on deck for the Padres. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now, and that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
2 on, 2 outs. Out to short. Sweeney. Off balance throw in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Detroit, and today's starter, Michael King. What do we have on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because you hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner. And it stays fair. First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite, translating to the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
Let's go, base hit here.
On the ground, 2 ball. Jump throw across his body, and they get the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
Here's Riley Green. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And another ball. Inside, just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Nice grab. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
– Spencer Torkelson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Now 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Let's go, Detroit.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Carpenter on at second with 2 down. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great.
Back at Comerica Park, and now it's Elias Diaz. Flaherty back to work. And that's downstairs and outside. That one missing inside. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success. Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. That one to first. He'll do it himself and quickly one away in the second. Ball one there.
Early in this game, he needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Next
Ball,
offering
that's too high.
upstairs. One out, base is empty. Next pitch is
Outside, that's the ball.
outside. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So up next, Mason McCoy trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Misses
Oh, that's
again,
inside.
5 in a row. Runner on the go. Throw there. Safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Next offering is fouled back. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. The next pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Walked his first time. That one ripped left field. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Padres 1 and the Tigers nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Justin Henry Malloy. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That's a strike. Good eye in that spot.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. That one missed. And here it comes. Laced down the line. Base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the Little nooks. They can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Here's the third baseman, Jace Young, looking for his first big league hit right here. Off the plate inside. 1-0. And there's a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. In there at the knees. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Got him swinging for the K. Well done behind the dish.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good.
Dylan Dingler, the next to hit. Fouled off. He was late. You'll one. And he swings through that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Let's do it, Tigers.
Malloy, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of this stretch after giving up the leadoff single. They haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Trey Sweeney digs in now.
Go, Sweeney, get on base, get on base.
And a foul ball. Next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Smoked on the ground a second. They get the force, and that is the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning, and now the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. That misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Padres
Ball
showing
1, no
great
strike.
discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And
Ball
that's
2.
down and away. Next offering is in for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. On a bounce right side, Torkelson. And he handles it himself for the out. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And now it's Manny Machado. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Headed towards the corner. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Fastball for a strike. Oh, 1 down.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. To the right side, Torkelson. A flip to the pitcher covering. Bogaerts retired. Here's the left fielder. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And a foul ball. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and the count is 0-2. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Machado on third with 2 out. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Padres 1. Back here in Detroit, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now it's going to be Javier Baez. Javi Baez, like fellow Puerto Rican Francisco Lindor, born in Puerto Rico, but was drafted in the 1st round out of high school in Florida. To the right side. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. Oh, wow. Nice play. Got him. Nice play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Here is Gleyber Torres. First time up, he grounded to third. That's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Two down, nobody on. Good take by Torres.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Tigers are shut down there, and it remains 1-0. Back at the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. Start of the 4th. Now the third baseman, Jose Iglesias. That one hit to right. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. You know, Singy, when you think about every player wearing number 42 on Jackie Robinson Day, you can thank Ken Griffey Jr. for all of it. Griffey was the first player to come up with the idea back on April 15th in 1997, the 50th anniversary of Robinson's major league debut. And 1-2. Selig retired his number, and Griffey, who was playing for the Mariners at the time, asked to have his uniform number flip-flop, switching from 24 to 42. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's Elias Diaz. He's 0 for 1.
Nope, outside.
Diaz goes 6'1", 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a ground ball out. Sends it across to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
2 down. Base is empty. And now the center fielder, Tyler Wade. He reached on a walk his first time. Off the mark there. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Cut on and lifted in the air. Touches down. That's a hit.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's the second baseman, Mason McCoy.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Wade leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's off the mark, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. One and 2 now. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Padres leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Back at Comerica Park. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here comes Torque to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Let's go, Tigers!
And that's in there at the knees. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one missing low. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. He saw a lot of pitches in that at-bat and found a way to win the battle.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
So digging in, Justin Henry Malloy. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Rolled over to third, Iglesias. Off balance feed, there's one. And that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Flaherty back to work. Just missed. Tigers bullpen with some action. Reese Olson getting ready to go. Joe also throwing. Hard hit left side. Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Battling here as he fouls it away. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Got him. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
Fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here comes Manny Machado. And first offering is fouled off.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Here we go, Tigers.
Outside with a breaking. That one out to right. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xander Bogaerts. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Here's the left fielder. A strikeout and a walk. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Two outs. He swings and fouls one off. Outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a line drive. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jack Flaherty done for the afternoon, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. Reese Olson will take over here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
First and second, 2 outs. Jose Iglesias getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
Fought off foul.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, blocked. And downstairs, Elias Diaz into San Diego on deck circle. In the air, left field, down the line. Nice grab on the run. And that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's 2-zip. You're watching on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Jace Young. And left-handed hitter.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Dingler checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. The Tigers trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. Hit in the air, center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Two down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next offering is downstairs.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
on the ground. And foul ball. That one missed.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Up and in, ball four. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
A great back and forth in that at-bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie, found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Baez batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Off the plate inside, and that's ball one. Sweeney off of first with two away. And that's in the dirt.
One strike.
On the corner for a strike. Comes a 2-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Padres 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back here in Detroit, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Elias Diaz. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Tommy Kahnle getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton, a left-hander, also throwing. Next pitch is downstairs. Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Tyler Wade. A walk, and he's also singled. This one pops straight up near the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, corrals it. One down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
McCoy at the plate and takes high there. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0. Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Man at first, one away. And that drops in for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that's outside. Foul ball, and it remains. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Stays alive. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Baez on the move. And there's 2 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. First pitch, not close. Right side, hard hit. They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. One left for San Diego as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back at Comerica Park, and the batter now, Kerry Carpenter. That's a little bit low. Movement in the bullpen. Jeremiah with big strikeout stuff is getting it fired up. Peralta, the lefty, warming up as well. That one not close. And that's ball 2. And that's in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds. They're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And there's a strike. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3. Gleyber Torres up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And that one ripped to left. Drops into the glove. 2 down. And next to hit for Detroit, Riley Green. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson, 1 for 2. And delivers outside. Right through there for a strike. That one outside. Yeah, that's ball 2. Inside, just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one clips the outside corner. 3 and 2 down.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
First and second, 2 outs. And up next for Detroit, Justin Henry Malloy. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Next offering is down low. In there at the knees for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Kahnle.
Here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here is Gavin Sheets. 0 for 3 in this one. Kahnle, 6'1" righty. He features a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. And the 1-0.
Ball! That pitch is out.
And that one fouled off. That one close, ruled a ball. 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Manny Machado up to the plate. 3 for 3's doubled twice and singled. Swing and a miss.
In a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Back up the middle and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
All over that one right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. That's in there, and that's strike one. Next offering is fouled back. No outs, runners at first and second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The shortstop takes the ball. Struck. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now the left fielder.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In there, and it's 0-1. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. Jose Iglesias will hit next. Right through there for a strike. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing the run. To the right side. Torres handles in plenty of time to first, and that is that. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Padres 2 and the Tigers. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom. Strata.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's situations.
Now the third baseman, Jace Young, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch just misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's a foul ball. Fastball for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Dingler in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Not even close there. 2-1. The Padres leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Out to short. 2 up, 2 down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
0-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. 8th inning coming up. It's the Padres 2 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jackson Jobe hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Now here is Elias Diaz. First pitch misses. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Tyler Wade, the next to hit. Ball 1 there. And that one wrapped foul. Diaz aboard here at first with nobody out. That one finds the zone. 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss, and one gone. Next for the Padres, Mason McCoy. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. Swings through that one. 0-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Malloy pulls it down. 2 down. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Lifted in the air, right center field. Baez on his way over, and that is that. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 2 and the Tigers 0. Bottom of the 8th. Javi Baez digs in right side.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Estrada back to work. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Robert Suarez, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Peralta getting cranked up as well. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and they come away without an out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jeremiah Estrada will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Wandy Peralta gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's been so good against lefties. Back to the top of the order. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Kerry Carpenter. There's a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate and fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Baez around second. Here comes the throw. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Gleyber Torres digs in now.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a pop-up on the yes, under it. Brings it in, and that is a big first out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at-bat. 1 for 3.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Spear to the mound. Runner might be in trouble. On to Bogarts. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 left on base. 9th inning coming up. It's the Padres 2 and the Tigers nothing. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Gavin Sheets. Out towards right. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning. And Manny gets a piece. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? Action in the pen down there. Chase Lee getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Vest, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Here's Bogarts now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's out.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, trying to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out. Defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
2 outs. This one popped up right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. On to the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Padres 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Robert Suarez.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And here is Spencer Torkelson. And that is out of play. And that skips in the dirt. Next offering upstairs.
Well, I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And now it's filled up. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. So Torque takes the whip.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
He's 2 outs away. Justin Henry Malloy up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That's down and in. And that's a strikeout looking. Just one out remaining for the Tigers.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Foul ball. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
One strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, a low-scoring ball game in this one. 2-0 game, few errors, pretty clean. That's kind of what you want to see in terms of defense and pitching. A couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.